Oh, okay. All right, Module 8, Test B, which is our review for our test tomorrow. Okay, which expression has a product that is equal to 3/7? So what do you think we need to do? Yes. Okay, so we're multiplying, and we want these to, would any of them that equal 3/7, then we choose that, right? Okay, so what shall we do to figure that out? Yes. Yeah, multiply straight across. So 3 times 7 is 21. 7 times 7 is 49. Now let's back up. Is there something that we could do to make our lives a little easier? Oh, we're going to divide out the 7. We're going to cross cancel, right? Dividing out, how are we going to divide out? 7 divided by 7 is 1. 7 divided by 7 is 1. Now if we multiply across, 3 times 1 is 3. 1 times 7 is, ooh, that one works, doesn't it? We're going to check others. It didn't say all in our question. Okay. Oh, look at this one. That's not going to work because can you tell me what it is just by looking at it? Look at the cross canceling. Yeah, it equals 1 whole because 7 divided by 7 is 1. 7 divided by 7 is 1. 3 divided by 3 is 1. 1 times 1 times 1. 1 times 1 is over 1, which equals 1. Good. Okay, here. Well, we can't cancel anything out, right? So we just multiply straight across. 3 times 1 is, ooh, it's promising. 7 times 7 is, no more promise in that one. Okay, and this one. Can we cross cancel? Nope. 3 times 3 is, and 7 times 7. So our answer is A. Now, I did it, all 4 of them, just to be sure. Okay, so I want you tomorrow to make sure that your answer is correct. Okay, Julia cleaned her room for 4 hours on Saturday. It took her 2/3 of this time to clean out her closet. How long did it take Julia to clean out her closet? What word in there or words tell us what we're going to do? Okay, so how long tells us? But what else tells us? Yes. Of. 2/3 of. Tells us we're going to do what? Multiply. Okay, so what are we doing? 2/3 of what? 4, because it took her 4 hours. What does this word tell us to do? Multiply. Okay, what are we going to do? Put 4 over 1. Okay, can we cross cancel? Nope. But we always want to ask that first, don't we? Okay, so we can't cross cancel, so now what? 2 times 4 is? 3 times 1 is? Okay, everybody say it. Good. 8 divided by 3. Okay, 8 divided by 3, or 3 times what gives you a number close to 8? 2. 2 times 3 is 6. Then we subtract. 8 minus 6 is 2. Is that our remainder? Yep, but we're working with fractions, so our remainder becomes our numerator, and our denominator is our divisor. Okay, how do I know that 2/3 is the simplest form? Yes. Yes, the numerator is 1 less than the denominator. Oh, looks like we found it. There it is. Okay, this equation represents the area of the shaded part of the figure shown below. Now, you have seen this now for 69 days. We have been doing this every week since we began school. But for some reason, when we get to this test, you guys forget. Now, if you don't get it, if it looks super confusing to you, I want you to use your highlighters because that's what we've been using this whole time, right? Okay, so I'm going to take my highlighter and I'm only going to highlight my columns. So that's what I want to do first. Okay, so then I can see what it was first cut into. What was it first cut into? It is in columns, but how many columns? 6. So I know one of them has 6. Well, how many is highlighted with the 6th? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Then I'm going to take my second color and I'm going to highlight going in rows. How many rows do I have? It's cut into 7 rows. And how many of those rows do I have? Okay. So which ones can we automatically just knock out? A and B, because those aren't even the two fractions that we're working with. So now we just need to know how many is our whole cut into now. 42, so we still can't knock something out. And where do we find our answer? Where both are shaded. 20. So 5 6 times 4 7 equals 20, 40 seconds, right? So what's our answer? D. Okay? Use your highlighters, guys. Your brain has been trained with these highlighters. So use them so you can see the fractions that you're working with. Okay? Thumbs up if you feel like you understand this concept. We've done it a lot. Use your highlighters so that you can see the fractions. Okay? All right, Dimitri was at the library for 4/5 hours doing research. He spent 1/2 of this time on a computer. What fraction of an hour did Dimitri spend on the computer? What do we need to find out? Yes, what tells us in there what we're supposed to do? 1/2 of, good. So we are finding out 1/2 of what? 4/5. Good. That tells us to do what? Multiply. How am I going to multiply? You do it right now, and I'm going to come around and see. You show me how you multiply 1/2 times 4. It doesn't simplify it. So if you have a simplified answer, you might have to just multiply straight across if you don't see your answer. So if you were home taking this test, I would give you instructions like number 4, do not simplify, so that you can get the correct answer. Because if you simplify, you miss it when they don't want you to simplify. Okay, what do we do? This one we don't simplify, so what do I do? Straight across. 1 times 4 is? 2 times 5 is? 10. Give yourself a pat on the back if you got it. B. Okay, Carmen measured the weight of 2 rocks she found. Rock A weighed 5/8 pounds. Rock B was 9 times heavier than rock A. What is the true What is true about the weight of rock B that Carmen found? Okay, first of all, what words tell us what we're going to do in there? Yes. Yep. Awesome. Yeah. 9 times. What does that tell us to do? Multiply. 9 times 5/8, right? Because it's 9 times heavier than rock 8. 8, not 8. Okay, what do I do? Put 9 over 1. Okay? Can't cross cancel, so we're going to multiply straight across. 9 times 5 is 45. 1 times 8 is 8. Oh, everybody. 45 divided by 8. Okay, 45 divided by 8 is what? 5. 5 times 8 is 40. Subtract. Anything to bring down? Nope. Is it smaller than our divisor? So it's our remainder. So our remainder becomes our, and our denominator is our divisor. Okay, so now we got to come back and look at our answers and see what it says. So we want to find what is true about the weight of the rock, of rock B. Okay, it weighed less than 5/8 pounds. No, because it weighs at least what? 9 times more, right? It weighed less than 9 pounds. Oh, yes. Now, why could we have known that automatically? Why could we have known that automatically? Someone over here. Let's hear from you. Yes. Yep. Ah, since 5/8 is less than what? 1, it's going to be less than 9. Good. And we did it just to check. And does that make B our answer? Yes. It weighed more than 9 pounds? Nope. It weighs more than 9 and 5/8 pounds? No. So you probably could have gotten that answer right away, knowing that if it's multiplied by an improper fraction, it's going to be what? Greater than what we're multiplying, right? If it's multiplied by a fraction, it's going to be less than, because it's less than 1. Okay? But just to make sure, because this is a test tomorrow, you can always figure it out and then go find the true answer. Okay? Everybody got that? Hooray! Okay, use the number 9 to find the product. 1/5 times 1/3. So we're finding out what 1/5 of 1/3 is. We're finding out what 1/5 of 1/3 is. So what am I going to cut my line into first? How do I know if it's thirds or fifths? Yes, because it says of 1/3, that 1/3 is the cake that's left over. Then the 1/5 is what we cut up of what's left over of that 1/3. Okay, so 1/3, 1, 2, 1/3, 2/3, 3/3. So we're looking at this portion, right? Because it's 1/5 of 1/3. So here's our 1/3 that we're looking at. Now, what do I need to do to that 1/3? Cut it into fifths. 1/5, 2/5, 3/5, 4/5, 5/5. Now, because I cut this into fifths, what do I need to do to this third? Cut it into fifths. Because I cut this third into fifths, what do I need to do to this third? Cut it into fifths. Okay? So now, how many is my whole cut into? 15ths. Okay? Now, back to this question. I had 1/3 of my cake left. 5 friends needed to cut that up and eat it. How much did you get? You get one of those slices, right? So we can put a dot there and a dot there. And you get 1/15. Okay? Now, I know that you can look at that and say, oh, that's so easy to do. I just multiply straight across. But you have to show me on the number line. Okay? Always remember, if it says 1/5 times 1/3, this means of, and this is what we begin with. Let me say that again. When you're doing it on a number line, or even when you're doing it on a model, this says of, and you begin with this. Okay? All right, flip her over. 81 times 4/10. What do we need to do first? Put a 1 underneath it, okay? Can we cross cancel? No, because this doesn't end in a what? 0. Okay, so what is, there we go, we're going to put it on our paper. That's what we have them for. So 81 times 4/10. What's the first thing we do? Yep. Okay, then what? Yes, multiply straight across. 81 times 4. 4 times 1 is? 4 times 8 is? So 324 divided by 1 times 10. Okay. Just a minute. We'll say it all together. Here we go. Oh, don't have everybody. Okay. Now, because this is being divided by 10, I could do this. Because that's super easy, right? Okay. Okay, how many groups of 10 can I take out of 324? 3 would give me 30. That we got to go a long time. 30. 30 times 10 is what? 300. So we subtract. Not 0. How many groups of 10 can I take out of 24? 2. 2 times 10 is 20. 4 minus 0 is 4. So can I take out another group of 10? So I know that's my what? Remainder. We circle it so we know we're done. Okay, what's my holes? What are my holes? 30 plus 2 is 32. Now this becomes numerator, denominator. Did any red lights go up off in your head? They didn't? Try it again. Look again. They're both even. So what can they both be divided by? 2. Okay, 4 divided by 2 is? 10 divided by 2 is? So what did we get? 32 and 2/5. Again, if you're taking this at home, I will let you know if they don't want to simplify or not. If they want you just to answer 32 and 4/10. Okay, I want you to do 5/12 times 8/3. And I'm going to come around and watch. 5/8 times 2/3. Don't leave anything with two even numbers. Don't leave a fraction with two even numbers. Larger numbers, what do you have to do? Say it. 40. Good, do it. All right, here we go. 5 12 times 8 thirds. Okay, I saw lots of you multiply straight across, which is fine, right? You're all going to get the same number. I saw 2 or 3, only 2 or 3 of you cross cancel. Okay, which is fine too. But for my sake and for time's sake, I'm going to cross cancel. Can I cross cancel here? No. Can I cross cancel here? Yeah, they're both even numbers. So we for sure know that they can be divided by 2. Can they be divided by something else that's larger? 4. 8 divided by 4 is 2. 12 divided by 4 is 3. Now I've got 5 times 2 is 10 ninths. Ooh, that one's so much easier, right? Because I could just take out a what? A whole. Which is 10 minus 9 is 1. 9 minus, or nope, don't do that. And our denominator is 9. Okay, but I have what? 1 and 1/9 because this is a whole. Okay? Now, those of you that did 40, 36, did you still get 1 and 1/9? Yeah, because you did 40 divided by 36 is 1. 36 and 4 36. Well, what can both 4 and 36 be divided by? Ooh, my first question is 30 and 36 be divided by 4? Yes, 4 divided by 4. 36 divided by 4. So our answer is 1 and 1/9. All right, the next section. This is where we ask our questions. If we multiply by a fraction, tell me what our answer is going to be. Less than what we multiplied by. If we multiply by an improper fraction, what is our answer going to be? Greater than. Okay, we're multiplying 7 times 4/4. Tell me something about 4/4. It's 1 whole, so anything times 1 is itself, right? So is this going to be greater than 7, less than 7, or equal to 7? Equal to 7. Okay, 9/5 times 7. Talk to me about what 9/5 is. So an improper fraction is what? Greater than 1. So is my answer going to be greater than 7, less than 7, or equal to 7? Greater than 7 because it's greater than 1. And the last one, tell me about 1/6. It's less than 1. So my answer is going to be less than 7. Yes. Let's finish this out, okay? All right. Okay, Keisha has 144 stickers. Of all her stickers, 7/9 are animal stickers, and 1/8 of these animal stickers show dolphins. How many dolphin stickers does Keisha have? Oh, there's a couple things we need to do in here. Did any of your brains think that? Okay. First of all, do we know how many animal stickers out of all our stickers are animals? We do? How many are animals? 7/9. But does that tell us how many of her 144 stickers are animals? They're not, right? So the first thing, because we need to find out how many dolphin stickers she has, first thing we need to know is how many animal stickers she has. So how am I going to solve how many animal stickers she has? Yes. Yes, good. 7/9 of 144. Don't get confused. This is part of my... So what am I going to do? Put it over 1. Now, can I cross cancel? Do we know a divisibility rule for 9s? We do, don't we? What do we know? Do we know a divisibility rule for 3? Because 3 is a factor of 9 as well. What do I do to find out if 144 is divisible by 9? Yes. Ooh, not just the last 2 digits, but all the digits. Good. What's 1 plus 4? Plus 4. Ooh, is there something times 9 that gives us 9? Can I cross cancel? What can I divide them both by? 9. 9 divided by 9 is 1. 144 divided by 9. Well, I don't quite know my 9s up to that, and I don't have enough fingers for my finger tricks, right? So, we're going to figure it out. Knock, knock, knock. Is Dad scared? Yes, he goes to get Mom. Are they scared now? No, where's my first digit go? Above the 4. How many digits will I have in my quotient? 2. 14 divided by 9 is 9 times what gives me a number close to 14? 1. 1 times 9 is 9. 14 divided by 9 is, 14 minus 9 is 5. And then we bring down our 4. 54 divided by 9 is 6. 6 times 9 is 54. Hooray! Okay, so this is 16. Now what? Yep, multiply straight across. 7 times 16. Well, I don't know my 16 times table, so I can do this. 6 times 7 is what? 42. Carry my 4. 7 times 1 is plus 4. So I have 112. 1 times 1 is 1. Anything over 1 is what? Is the whole number, right? So how many of her 144 stickers are animal stickers? 112. We're done, right? No, because they didn't ask us how many animal stickers. They asked us how many dolphin stickers, okay? So of the animal stickers, how many are dolphins? 1/8. So what are we finding out? 1/8 of 1/8. Okay, guys, I heard 7/9. We are done. We found this out. We're done. No more. No more 7/9 in our problem. 7/9 is 112. So 1/8 of 112. What we found out what 7/9 is. Don't go back and use the same numbers again. Think about it. Okay, so we put this over 1. Well, I definitely know they're both what? Even. But I want to see if 112 can be divided by 8. So how can I do that? 112 divided by 8. 11 divided by 8 is 1. Subtract 32. Yes. What is it? 14. So 112 can be divided by 8. So what am I going to divide by? 8. 8 divided by 8 is 1. 12 divided by 8 is 14. Now can I go straight across? 1 times 14 is? And 1 times 1 is? 1. Anything over 1 is? It divides and it's itself. Okay, so how many stickers are dolphins? 14 stickers. You're going to have a question that looks like this. You're going to have to do 2 steps for it. You've got to think through the problem. Don't just start looking at the numbers in the problem and saying, okay, there the numbers are. Think through it. Okay, we had to think through that. First, we had to find out how many animal stickers we had. Then, of those stickers, we had to find out how many dolphin ones were in that group. Okay? All right. Bobby has 3/4 of the bag. He eats 1/6 of the chips with his lunch. What fraction of the bag of chips does Bobby eat? What are we going to find out? What is, yes, 1/6 of 3/4, because he starts with 3/4 and then he eats 1/6 of that 3/4. So we're finding out what 1/6 of 3/4 is. Go, show me. All right, awesome. Okay, does someone want to explain to me how they figured it out? Yes. Okay, so she cross-canceled 3 and 6. Good, I'm just going to repeat so that the computer can catch what you're saying. So what did you do? What did you divide both of those by? 3. Good. Okay, go ahead. 3 divided by 3 is 1. Good. 1 times 1 is 1, and good. So how much of the chips did he eat at lunch? 1/8 of the chips or bag, we can say. Okay. A weather report explained the weather patterns over the last 96 days. It stated that it was sunny on 10/12 of those days. What equation can be used to find the number of sunny days? Okay, what word in there tells us 10/12 of, but what other word here? Equation. So do we need to answer it? Yes. So we're finding out what? 10/12 of 96. So what is our equation going to, well, first of all, what's the parts of our, where are we going to multiply? 10/12 times 96 equals, okay, go figure this one out right here. Divided by 12? Yes. Yes, it can. It's your first hint I just gave you. I see some magic fingers fall up to your 90 times table. That's okay too. Can it? Okay, here we go. So what does that tell me to do? Multiply. Can I cross cancel anywhere? Ooh, they're not cross from each other, so I can't do 10 and 96. They have to be across from each other. 12 and 96. Can 96 be divided by 12? Yes. Yes, how many times? 8. Good. 12 times 12 divided by 12 is 1. 96 divided by 12 is 8. Now what do I do? Straight across. 10 times 8 is 80. 1 times 1 is 1. So what do I get? So how many of those days? 80 of those days were sunny. That seems lovely. So 80 days. Okay, do I need this part of my answer? Yes, because it said to do what? Find an equation. You need to make sure that you're looking at for those details tomorrow. Okay? Yay! A park is replacing the seat of the bench shown in the diagram below. Write an equation to model how to find the area of the seat. Well, how do we find area? Length times width. What's our length? 7/3. What's our width? Our width, not our width. Our width. So 7/8, nope, 7/3 times 3/5 equals, do I need an answer right here? Yes, because it's this word equation. Okay, so 7/3 times 3/5. Go. Okay, what are we going to do first?
Cross cancel.
Oh, yes, we can cross cancel. What can 3 and 3 be divided by? 3. 3 divided by 3 is? 3 divided by 3 is? 1. Good. 7 times 1 is? 1 times 5 is? Well, can I leave it like that? Nope. Say it.
7 divided by
7 divided by 5. 7 divided by 5 or 5 times what gives me a number close to 7? 1. 1 times 5 is? 5. 7 minus 5 is? 2. Anything to bring down? So this becomes my numerator and my denominator is my divisor. So it equals 1 and 2/5. What is the area of the bench's seat in square yards? 1 and 2/5 square yards. Why is it squared?
because it's
Okay, but why is it squared? Remember, what was it? We were both like numbers. When we're doing volume, how many are we multiplying? 3, so we cube it, right? Okay, good. All right, I want this to go home. I want you to go through it with your parents and make sure that you know. Okay, let me warn you. Let me show you something real quick and advise you. Okay, it seems that everybody does awesome on the front page. I go through my tests and I'm like, yes! Most everybody's got all 6 correct. Then I flip it over and you seem to struggle. Why do you think this, what do you think the difference is? Okay, they could be bigger questions, but look again. Why do you think, what's the difference between the A side and the B side? Oh, on the front side, you get multiple choices. So you can say, oh, yes, there's my answer. Right? On the back side, you have to find your own answer. And this is where you seem to struggle. So I want you to go home and make sure you know how to do this back side. Because this seems to be where people mostly struggle because you have to come up with your own answer. It's not multiple choice. Okay? All right, we're going to need to get on extra math. Once you have extra math done,